Hello viewers and welcome to Nobul Tech. In today's video I'll be taking a look at the Lab5 M5MonsterC5. A massive thank you to Lab5 for sending me a device to review. The Lab5 M5MonsterC5 is an ESP32 C5 based expansion board. It turns the M5Stack Cardputer ADV and Tab 5 into compact, dual-band Wi-Fi 6 wireless research tools. It's built around Espressif's newest chipset, giving you dual-band Wi-Fi 6, that's both 2.4 and 5 GHz, 802.15.4 for Threads and Zigbee. It comes with the latest Bluetooth LE and support for multiple firmware ecosystems. This instantly upgrades the Cardputer ADV from a fun pocket computer into a serious wireless experimentation platform. The M5MonsterC5 is available on Tindy, typically priced in the affordable, maker-friendly range. Stock fluctuates, but its position is a budget-friendly upgrade for anyone working with Cardputer-class devices. Going over to their Tindy store, we can see that unfortunately it's currently out of stock. It's that popular, but it sells for $55 or £41.02. That doesn't include shipping. And as you can see from the Tindy page, the M5MonsterC5 Cardputer ADV is a compact ESP32 C5 add-on board for the M5Stack Cardputer ADV and Tab 5. It's built around JanOS and designed for fast, USB-based setup and use with Android, PC or Mac. Quickly going over to the GitHub page, we can see here we have all the resources that we need for the device. Scrolling down the page, we can find here the links to flash both the device itself and the Cardputer ADV or Cardputer Original or Tab 5. We also have a link to the Project Zero JanOS GitHub. They have made updating the Cardputer ADV and the device itself very easy. The first step is to plug in the M5MonsterC5 while holding down the boot button. So once plugged in, we now go over to the GitHub page and we go to the JanOS on the Monster board flasher link. And this takes us to the web flasher. So now we click on connect and it shows here as the USB serial COM8. Now for you, this might be a different number. And we click on connect. Once we have connected, we select flash. And it was as simple as that. The M5MonsterC5 is now updated. We can now disconnect. And now we're going to install Labratorium on the M5 Cardputer ADV. The boot button can be found on top of the device just here, which is BTN Go. We're going to hold that down while plugging it in. And the USB-C port is just here. So I'm now holding down the boot button and plugging it in. Now we go back over to the GitHub page and we click on this second link here for the Cardputer ADV. Again, we click on connect. And this time we see USB JTAG serial debug unit COM15. Again, the number will be different for yourself. And we click on connect. Now we are connected, we select flash. And as simple as that, we have now installed Labratorium on the Cardputer ADV. And then we select disconnect. Unplug the device, and the installation is complete. Now to connect the Cardputer ADV to the M5MonsterC5, we're going to need one of these Gove cables. So we plug that into the side here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera, but just inside here, we've got little labels. That's GPS. That's out, and that's in. We're going to want the in port. There we go, that's plugged in. Now this case is designed for the Cardputer ADV without the LoRa cap. They do have a case design that you can print yourself so it will fit perfectly, but for the meantime I have the standard case. So I can't connect it with the little Lego pins at the moment because it uses Lego pins to connect to the holes on here if you don't know about the Cardputer ADV. If you want to know more, watch my previous video on the Cardputer ADV. But now this device works in conjunction with the GPS in the LoRa cap, which is fantastic for war driving. Now I'm going to turn it on. Now ignore the warnings. These are here because the device starts before the expansion board. And now we are into Labratorium. Now, as mentioned in my previous video, the screen on the Cardputer ADV is absolutely tiny, so it's a little bit difficult to see what's on screen here. It's much easier to see with the naked eye than it is with the camera. In the menu, we have Wi-Fi scan and attack, global Wi-Fi attacks, Wi-Fi sniff and karma attacks, DOF detector, Bluetooth, compromised data, network attacks, and settings. If we go to Wi-Fi scan and attack, this will just scan the Wi-Fi, and I'm not going to show you that. Under global Wi-Fi attacks, we have blackout, handshaker, portal, sniffer dog, and war drive. Now, a point to note: if you're using the LoRa cap for the GPS, you need to go down to settings, go down to GPS, and you need to make sure that cap GPS is selected. So what are the full specifications of the M5MonsterC5? The core hardware is ESP32 C5 SoC. We have dual-band Wi-Fi 6, both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. As previously mentioned, we have the 802.15.4 radio for Fred and Zigbee. We have Bluetooth LE, and we have USB-C flashing. Also, as previously mentioned, the supported host devices are the M5Stack Cardputer ADV, the original Cardputer via firmware support, and the M5Stack Tab 5. And for the software ecosystem, we have JanOS support, Marauder-style wireless tools, pork-chop firmware compatibility, Labratorium firmware, an open-source GitHub repository. Going further into the firmware support, one of the biggest strengths of the M5MonsterC5 is the breadth of firmware support already available. Now, the device supports JanOS, which makes setup incredibly easy across Windows, macOS, Linux, and Android. It handles flashing, configuration, and updates with minimal friction. It also contains Marauder and Ghost ESP style tools, with the MonsterC5 supporting a familiar suite of wireless research tools. This includes network scanning, packet monitoring, war driving, beacon testing, and device enumeration. This makes it instantly useful for security researchers and educators. Now, I will go through the pork-chop firmware in a later video, but the M5MonsterC5 also works with the pork-chop firmware, which is a huge bonus for users who prefer a more modular interface, additional wireless utilities, a different workflow from Labratorium, and a firmware that evolves quickly with community input. This gives you two distinct firmware ecosystems to choose from, each with their own unique strengths. And why this matters: it gives the M5MonsterC5 incredible versatility that they're open to other firmwares running on this expansion board. That flexibility massively extends its lifespan and its usability. Now, as briefly mentioned earlier, Lab5 provides 3D printable STL files so you can create rugged cases, slimline pocket cases, mountable enclosures, and device-specific housings. As I said before, the one on camera now is designed for the Cardputer ADV without the LoRa cap on. Now, they've already seen the design, and Notorious Squirrel has already printed this design. It looks pretty cool in orange, that fits perfectly with the LoRa cap on at the back. I also want to give a massive shout out to Valitech Custom Solutions, who connected me with Lab5, who were very generous in providing me a unit for review. In the unlikely scenario that you haven't seen one of his videos already, I recommend checking him out. As well as Valitech Custom Solutions, I also recommend checking out Adventures of Ilya, Man in the Mayhem, Notorious Squirrel, Deity, and the Midwest Gadgets. Why the M5MonsterC5 stands out. The hardware and the firmware is designed together. Lab5 didn't just make a board, they built the firmware ecosystem around it. That synergy is rare, and it shows in the user experience. It has true dual-band Wi-Fi 6. Most hobbyist boards still only support 2.4 GHz. The MonsterC5 gives you modern 5 GHz support, better performance, and more realistic testing environments. It has seamless integration with the Cardputer ADV and Tab 5, with only the need for a Gove cable. And in my opinion, it is perfect for makers, hackers, and educators. The combination of open-source firmware, 3D printable cases, cross-platform setup, and portable form factor makes this a fantastic tool for learning and experimentation. Real-world use case. In my opinion, the real-world use cases for this device are war driving and scanning, Fred and Zigbee experimentation, portable wireless research, security education, and field testing. The MonsterC5 turns the Cardputer ADV into a multi-protocol Swiss Army knife. The firmware gets frequent updates, and when I asked a question on the Discord server about the GPS support from the LoRa cap, they said it would be available within a week. It was available the next day. I was mightily impressed with that. Going back to the options in the firmware, if we go down to Wi-Fi sniffers, apologies if the screen's not very clear, it's tiny and I'm trying to make it as sharp as I possibly can. We have browse clients, show probes, and Karma. Next we have DOF detector, which will detect any deauthentication attacks being targeted on the network that you're connected to. We have Bluetooth, where we have Bluetooth scan and Bluetooth locator. We also have AirTag scan. And then we have compromised data, where we have evil twin passwords, portal data, and handshakes captured. And then we have network attacks, where we have connect to Wi-Fi, ARP poisoning, and WPA-sec upload. Another noteworthy thing to point out is that the Lab5 M5MonsterC5 also came in a 3D printed protective case for transport. If I open it up here, you can see the cutout here where the device stayed inside and it was shipped in that. And then on the outside here we have a hole where the antenna went into. So not only did this protect it during shipping, but it'll protect it again when you're taking it out and about. The Lab5 M5MonsterC5 is one of the most exciting expansions available for the Cardputer ecosystem. It's compact, powerful, thoughtfully designed and backed by active firmware development. If you're into wireless experimentation, portable hacking tools, or maker-friendly hardware, this is absolutely worth adding to your kit. So that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more from Nobul Tech, hit subscribe and hit the bell button to be kept notified. I've been Og, you've been watching Nobul Tech. Stay curious.